All right, so here we go. You will need a tennis ball and maybe a mat that you're going to lie down on, some water, and maybe a pillow. Let's start down standing. Feet are about hip width apart, arms are loose, toes are facing forward. And let's start bouncing by lifting the heels and letting the heels drop. And while you're bouncing, try to keep the spine nice and tall, pull the belly button in, let the arms relax. As you can see, this is still not perfect. It's a different taping today, just fell yeah, good. And then the bounce will change to the double bounce. It's going to be like 1, 2, 1, 2. And what I'd like you to do is while you bounce in, every time your heel hits, say bump up, and let the face relax with that. Bump, 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 bump. Let your whole upper body relax. Let your gaze relax. You could close your eyes. Notice what the difference between the single bounce and the double bounce feels through the entire body. And then turn the toes in like a pigeon. And we're going to go back to the single bounce. Just about half an inch. And then shifting the weight a little bit to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Come back to the center, turn the toes out like a duck. Start single bouncing. Good morning. Single bounce. And then shift to the right, shift to the left. When you shift to the side, to the right side, make sure that the left heel is still balanced, still touching. And then when you shift to the left, the right heel is still bouncing. And then relax. Bring the feet to a comfortable position. Bend the knees. Turn the hip from side to side. Start a little bit of rotation through the hips, through the rib cage, through the chest bone, and then the arms can go around. Maybe they flop on the belly and on the mid back, lower back. Keep your eyes on the horizon, so no looking down. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Good. And then you can speed up this rotation a little more. And maybe let the arms go a little further out. As you can see, my left arm is not hitting because that still hurts. But yours can. And then come through the center. Bend the knees. Put your hands on the kneecaps. And then fully bend the knees. Make sure that the heels stay down onto the floor. Notice your stretch. Notice the stretch in the back of the calf muscles. Then straighten the legs. And when you straighten the legs, gently push the kneecaps back and lift your sit bones up to the ceiling. Bend the knees, arch the low back a little bit, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, straighten the knees, lift the sit bone up, feel the pelvis forward. One more time, bend the knees, feel the stretch in the calf. Exhale, straighten, send the sit bones high. Then soften the knees and move the knees from side to side. Look at your toes and make sure that you're not gripping with your toes. You do have the four corner of the feet in contact with the floor. Just shift with the knees. The pelvis is going to go with it, of course. Then come back to the center, bend the knees a little more, and let's do 3 circles with the knees all the way around. If you had a hula hoop on the outside of your feet, and you would follow the line of that hula. Keep all 4 corners of the feet on the floor all the time, and as soon as you notice, change the direction. As soon as you notice that your toes are gripping, let that go. Let the pelvis go with it, but really the knee that does the work. Of course, the ankle and the foot is doing it too. And then straighten the legs. Just shake the legs a little bit, hands onto the hips, bend the knees. Let's do 3 pelvic tilts. Make a cute butt, tipping the sit bones high up and the pelvis forward. Look up. Exhale. Tuck the pelvis under, pull the pubic bone up, shorten the front body, tucking the chin. Inhale, open up, boobies up, buttocks up. Exhale, lunge. One more time. Inhale up, look up, exhale, tuck that pelvis under. Straighten the knees and rebend them a little bit. Hands still on the hips. Hike the right hip up by bending the left knee and straightening the right leg. Hike the left hip up. So you're shortening the waistline on the right, shortening the waistline on the left. Couple of more times. Feel that switch. Then bend the knees, and now let's do 3 hip circles all the way around. Have the hip bones facing forward, have the chest facing forward. 4 corners of the feet down on the floor, opposite direction. That looks really good, ladies. Everybody has been practicing the hula. All right. Great. Shake that out. Find your rib cage. And let's push the rib cage forward. Push the rib cage back and sink the breastbone into the rib cage. Again, inhale up, open up. Exhale, sink it in. Pelvis is as steady as you can, is more of a differentiation from the rib cage and the pelvis movement. And again. Then lengthen the rib cage and move your right armpit to the side. Pelvis stays, left armpit to the left. You could actually make that if someone was pulling your arm out to the side, if that helps to take that rib cage further out. Once you get proficient with that, you can just move the rib cage from side to side. Now we're going to connect those 4 spots with the rib cage. So 3 rib cage circle, the same way as we did with the pelvis. The pelvis is steady. If you put your hands on the pelvis, you detect very little movement. Once you did 3, reverse the direction. You don't need to turn, I just wanted to show you from the side. Of course, the head and the neck is moving with it. The spine has to adjust, but your driver for the movement is the pelvis. Shake that out. Bring the right arm to the front, elbow points forward, the funny bone, and the forearm is parallel to the floor. You're going to keep the forearm parallel to the floor and give me 3 big circles. The movement is coming from the shoulder blade as well. Reverse the direction. These are soft, legs are in a comfortable stance. Depending on what is happening with your shoulder, switch the arms. You can make the circle, switch the arms. Oh. You can make the circle bigger or smaller. Lead with the funny bone of the elbow. Very good. Now bring the right arm back to the front, take it out to the side, so your funny bone is pointed away, forearm is still parallel to the floor. Half of the loop is behind you, half of the loop is in front of you. And you can see I'm keeping my elbow at a 90-degree angle. If the shoulder is bugging you, bring it lower, so the funny bone is lower than the shoulder, and you still can do those swings. Other side. Breathe with that. Try not to look at it, just feel it. Great, and then shake it out. Make a gentle fist, a soft fist. Find your knuckles and externally rotate the upper arm, pull those knuckles up if you were pulling up the zipper. Fully rotate the arm and then straighten the elbows. Bring them in, turn the palms down, make a soft knuckle. Pull it up, 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 up. Feel the rotation from the shoulders, straighten out. Bring it in, knuckles up, pull them up. Feel the shoulders rotating, reaching the arm, and bring them in. Now make the knuckles again, make the fist again. You're gonna pull the knuckles down. You see how that is internally rotates the shoulder. And then lock the elbows, bring back in. Make a fist, knuckles down, you're pulling the zipper down towards your pelvis, lock the elbows, feel that full extension. Come back up, one more time, all the way, and come back up. And then now straighten the arms in front of you and pretend that the wrist is a paintbrush. And you're just gonna paint the wall in front of you. Try to keep the elbows as steady as you can. The movement is coming from the wrist. Now turn the palms up and do the same thing. So you paint it with the back of the palms. Good. Try to keep the elbows straight. Much harder than it looks like, all right? Feel the stretch in the front of the wrist. and then relax that. Let's get down on the floor. Couple of rotation and little abdomen in here. So you're gonna lie down on your back, bend your knees. Very easy with any kind of movement, all right? Okay, you know where to go. Arms out to the side first, to your T, palms turned up. Knees are bent around, hip width apart. Tip the pelvis back and flatten the low back. Notice how that lengthens the entire spine. Inhale, tip the pelvis forward, arch the low back. 2 more times. Exhale, pelvis tips back. I have a flat back. Inhale, pelvis tips forward, arching the low back and the mid back. Exhale, flatten the back. Now try to keep a flat back as much as you can. Keep your knees to the right, turn your head to the left, and get the left fingertips. Engage the core, come back to the center, legs to the left, head to the right, look at your right fingertips. Back to the center, knees to the right, head to the left. Look at your left fingertips, stay there for a second, feet are not moving. Reach the left knee away from the left front hip. If someone was dragging your left thigh out of the hip socket. Feel that stretch. Bring the legs back to the center. Take them to the left. Head turns to the right. While looking at the right fingertips, the right knee and the right thigh reaches away from the pelvis. And then come back to the center. Tuck in the pelvis, bring the hands under the head, interlace the fingertips, interlace the fingers, and tuck in the chin, lift the head. So this is your starting position. The head is already lifted. It is your, listen to your body, all right? Lifting the shoulder blades up, away from the floor. Exhale on the way up, and pull the belly button down while you're doing that. Do not hurry, you're going to do 10 reps of that. Go at your own rhythm. Don't think about that you're doing a crunch. Think about that you're holding your head and you need to lift the shoulder blades off the floor instead of trying to push on the head and move it towards the knees. Exhale on the way up and suction the belly button in. Couple of more. And then release the head, release the legs for a second. Just chill, take a breath or two, realign the spine if you need to, then interlace the fingers the other way, so you're crossing the fingers one over, lift the head, support the head, tucking the chin, drop your knees to the right, and now the weight is on the right shoulder blade, so my job here is to lift the right shoulder blade off the floor 10 times. Think of the right armpit coming towards the left hip. Very gently. Again, try not to push on the head. Every lift is an exhale. And the left lower belly. Well, we always swoop in when you do the lift. 2 more. Slowly release. Come to the center with the legs. Take them to the left. Lift the head. Tuck in the chin. Now the weight is on the left shoulder blade. Chin stays in, lift the left shoulder blade off the floor. Find a diagonal line between the left armpit and the right top hip, and try to connect that. Exhale all the way up. Arms squeeze the booty. Every time you catch yourself squeezing the glutes, let that go. Good scooping with the belly. 1 more. Slowly come back to the center, release the head, keep the arms out to the side for a second. If you need to, windshield wiper just with the legs, realign the low back a little bit. We have a couple of more things to do in here. Come back to the center, bring the soles of the feet together, knees out to the side like a butterfly. Press the feet together. Again, interlace the hands, sweep the head, support it, up in the chin. Now both shoulder blades have to lift. 10 times, chin towards the pelvis, but left probably wasn't the best instruction. Don't think about you reaching the chin to the pelvis, just think about reaching the chin up to the ceiling and the shoulder blades off the floor. big scooping action while you lift him with the exhale. And release the head. Bring the legs back to the center. All right, let's cross the right ankle on the top of the left knee. Give me 3 ankle circles with the right foot. Clockwise and counterclockwise. Relax the belly, relax the glutes. Right arm is down by the side, left working the head, tucking the chin. Left shoulder blades lift off the floor and the left elbow, left arm leans towards the right knee. 10 of those. Every time you lift the shoulder blade, you get your body, you scoop it in. That's your exhale, that's your lift. Go at your own pace. 10, 8, 10, 12. I think going slower is actually harder, but maybe you are speedy people, so you like it fast. And then slowly come down, then you're ready, uncross the legs. Cross the left ankle on the top of the right knee, cross it well enough so you can do the 4th ankle circle without bumping the foot into the thigh. We're doing 3 in both directions. Notice how this leg crossing, this figure 4 is different from the other side. One side is usually tighter. Now bring the left hand on the floor, right hand supports the back of the head, and then lifting the right shoulder blade off the floor, in the right arm and right elbow towards the knee, towards the left knee. Look at that belly. You're going to scoop it in with your inhale, with your exhale. Notice the difference of the lift and the difference of the control from each side. And then once you're ready, release the head, straighten the arms over the head and straighten the legs. Reach to the fingertips, reach to the toes. This is your inhale. Exhale, let the limbs soften. Just the right side of the body. Reach to the right toes, right fingertips. Let that go. Left side, reach to the left fingertips, left toes. Let that go. One diagonal. Right fingertips, left toes. And then left fingertips, right toes. Let it. Bring the knees into the chest. Lift the head, catch the back of the knees. Rock a little bit from side to side. And then start rocking from front to back. If you're busy, you just find your way to come up from this position without putting yourself into the spin. Come up on all fours. Spread those fingers. Arms under the shoulders, knees under the pelvis. Give me 3 and count. Punching the low back, sticking the booty up, lifting the chest look up. That's your inhale. Exhale, round the back, upper back, low back, and push the pelvis back towards your heel. Keep the pelvis tucked in. Come on forward, shifting forward, arch the low back, send the sit bones high. Exhale, pull the belly button in, really round, and send the pelvis back. One more time, the top of the feet are on the floor. Inhale, look up, lift, sit bones high, chest high. Exhale, round, and sit back. Come and find the neutral spine. Suction the belly button up, take the left arm to the front with the on the top. If you were holding or shaking someone's hand, take the right leg back behind you. Flex the right foot and pulse up 10 times. Arm and leg straight up. Don't think high, think length. You're reaching long. Scooping the belly button in. Small pulses, but really long lengths. Belly button scoops up, shoulder stabilizes on the right. Switch side. Left hand on the floor. Let's see how this one is going to go. Left open hand. Right arm is to the front, thumb is on the top. And pulse. Flex the right foot, left foot, so you're reaching with the heel. Scooping the belly button. Look straight down in front of you. And then bring the hands down onto the floor, bring the legs down onto the floor. Turn the fingers towards each other. Soften the elbows, keep all fingers down, and give me 3 elbow circles. The fingers are not moving, it's not a push-up, it's a mobility drill. Then reverse the direction. Great. Now turn the fingers outwards. Soften the elbows. This is going to be different, much smaller circles, 3 times. The shoulders should be moving, so anybody with the shoulder issues, you should be feeling a little bit of movement in there. No shoulder issues, a lot of movement. Great. Then push yourself back, push yourself up so you actually kneel it. These are keep it apart, hands on the hips. You need 3 circles. Reverse the direction. Notice the difference. Make sure that the hip bones, the pelvic, front pelvis. And then make your way up to standing. Grab some water if you need to. All right. Bring your feet together. Inner ankles together. Stand nice and tall. Turn your feet out like a pigeon, like a duck. And then turn your heels out like a pigeon. And then one more duck. And this is what we're looking at for the squat stance. Toes turned out, thighs externally rotated. Slowly show me your squat. The deepest squat you can go with the warm-up what we just did. And then re-lengthen the legs. Bend the knees again. Put your hands on the top of the knees. Give me an outside half circles with the knees. And then that's going to lift the legs all the way up. Bend the knees, hands slide down on the thighs. Little outside circle. Lifting the buttocks. Slow down. 2 more times. Bend, slide the hands down onto the kneecap. Quarter off or half of the circle. Sliding up. The squat, hands on the knees. Outside circle. Sliding up. Now slide down to your squat, hands on the knees. Give me an inside circle. Straighten the legs and come on. Bend the knees, inside circle, straighten the legs, come on. Down, inside circle, all 4 corners of the feet stay down on the floor. So this is a lot of mobility, joint mobility work for the ankle, knees, and pelvis. Last one. And great. Shake the legs, bring them together. Left leg is steady. We're going to step out to the right to the longest lunge you can have. Sit in there, hold the weight. Look at your left inner arch and lift it away from the floor. Lift the chest as much as you can. Come back, step right next to the left leg and take a short curtsy behind you with the right leg. As low as you can, but short. Come on to the center. Long out to the side. Center touch, short curtsy behind you. 3 more. Long out to the side, sit in there and look at that left inner arch. It cannot fall in. Short curtsy. Long lunge. Short. And the last one. Long lifting inner arch. Long spine in the center. Short curtsy. Okay, other side. Let's step out to the left with the left foot and sit in there for a second. Notice, was that the right distance? Left inner arch lifts. Push back to the center. Short curtsy behind you. Stepping out. Long lunge, inner arch lifts. Push back to the center. Short curtsy. 3 more. Step out. Center. Short. Very good. Step long, inner arch. Try not to grasp with the toes. That's very easy. It's an easy cheat. but it doesn't help to maintain the integrity of the knees. I think maybe one more, or is this gonna be an extra one? Who knows, huh? Good, shake it out. Grab your tennis ball. Little simple exercise to start out with. You're just gonna toss the tennis ball in front of you. First, look at it. Try to keep it as low as you can. Maybe you're gonna have 2 or 3, so if this goes around in the kitchen or in the bedroom or a dog takes it, you might need another. Once you have the sensation, don't look at it. And then if you're confident, close your eyes and keep the toss. Now remember, it's not just, I'm just not taking it from hand to hand. I actually have a distance between my hands. There you go. Now you open your eyes, and while you tossing the tennis ball, I need you to spin your entire body twice to the right. Move your feet, so it's not just turning the torso twice. Keep your eyes, here you go. Keep your eyes on the horizon, try not to look at the ball. Once you did 2, stabilize your gaze, and then keep the toss and spinning left twice. Keep the spine long. Notice the difference with the spin sensation. And once you did 2, have the feet wide, keep tossing the ball, look straight ahead, fix your gaze on something. That's going to help to release the vestibular vision and the vestibular inner ear and the eyes. And then take that ball down. All right. Let's find your squat position. And the way we find it, feet together, toes out to a duck, heels out, pigeon, and the duck. We practice squatting, we're going to do a little time squat. So we're going to drop down quickly into the squat, and we're going to come up slowly for 5. So when you're ready, drop, slow, 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 slow. Drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Long spine. Drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do 5 more. We're going down slowly for 5 and coming up quick. So when you're ready, down, slow, slow, slow. 4 and quick up. Down, down. 3, 4, 5 and spring up. Down, 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 down. Up. 2 more. Slow, control, slow, 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 and up. 1 more. Down, 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 down. I tricked you up. You're welcome. All right. Side step out and the curtsy. However, it's going to be a shorter side step and a longer curtsy. So remember how far you stepped out with the right. Take about 3/4 of that step. That's your side step. Still shifting the weight. Center and make that curtsy further back. Center. Side step, shift. Longer curtsy. When you shift, push the booty out so the weight shifts. Longer curtsy. The pelvis is still facing forward. 2 more. Longer. And longer. Okay. Left leg. So think about what was my distance for the long stance. I'm going to take that 3/4 of that. The side step. Centered. And the longer, more cross behind me. Side step. Shift the booty. Longer. Sit for a second, make sure that the right inner arch is not coming off the floor, but it's coming off the floor, it's suctioned up. I meant it's not falling in. And one more. Good. And relax that. Grab your tennis ball. This time, we're going to take the tennis ball around the body, starting with the right hand, bringing it behind you. So ball in the right hand, take it behind you, catch it with the left, and then bring it around. And just make it a nice, good rhythm. You don't need to toss it, you can just take it from hand to hand. Now, with that movement, I need you to spin right twice. Eyes on the horizon, eyes wide open. Twice, slowly. No looking down. Moving the feet. Once you did twice, keep the ball going from right to left. There is no change in that. And then now spinning to the left. Don't change the ball direction, just change the spin. And this feels so weird. Or maybe for you, the other one felt weird. Once you did two spins, look straight forward, slow down. And now let's switch the spin. So ball is in the left hand, it's coming behind you, and the right is the one that brings it to the front. Now we start spinning left first, twice. Long spine, tuck in the chin, eyes on the horizon. I can't emphasize enough. Don't speed it up. Speed kills the knees. Once you get to look straight ahead, stabilize your eyes, and if you've lost the ball, just take it back. And then keep the direction of the ball, but spin to the opposite direction. And your brain might just go, what do you want me to do? We all have a strong side, even with the visual, the eye, and the inner ear system. Once you get to spin, stop with the feet, but keep the ball going. And then release that. Well done. All right. If you're dizzy, have your feet hip width apart and stare at something at about 10-15 feet distance until you feel that the ball may settle down. All right, let's find your squat distance, and now you know how to do that. Is an even squat, slowly down, slowly up. So going down for 5. Making one at the bottom and slowly up. Going down slow. When you're going down, externally rotate the thighs so the pelvis has space to descend. Press the heels down when you come down. Slowly down, scooping the belly button in, tuck the tailbone, let the knees drive out. Exhale, squeeze the inner thighs, press down to the heels. 2 more. Out, 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 out. Chest stays up. Slowly up. And 1 more. Make sure that you feel the connection between the floor and the pinky toe joints on the outside. Good. Now it's going to be 5 quick drops, quick up. Your rhythm might be a little different than mine, so just do 5 of those. It's a quick drop with a little catch and a quick up. It's a quick drop and quick up. Quick drop, quick up, quick drop, up. Let's do a few more. Drop, up, drop, up. 3 more. Drop, up, drop, up, drop, and up. Great. All right. Shake the legs. Last round of the side steps and the curtsy. Long side step and long curtsy. All right, it might be a little slower. All the way long. Sit. Catch the balance. Maybe a tap. Maybe just not putting the foot down. And the long cross, but don't let the torso rotate. So the torso is still facing forward. You should feel that in the left booty. Centered. Long. Centered. Long cross behind you, almost like a skater. Long. Don't hurry. Push. Centered. Behind you. Drop deep. 2 more. long, behind you. Last one, long, behind you. Great. Other side, long out, long behind. Step long, shift the weight, center realign, and long behind you, center. Step, inner arch lifts, long behind. Anything that you feel that your body wants to do with the arms to facilitate the movement is good. Don't try to overthink it, just let the body, let those slings work the natural cross pattern in the body. And let's do one more. Maybe that was an extra, wasn't it? I never said I can count. It's kind of a problem in business, all right? Grab the tennis ball. All right. So this time, instead of going around the hip and the waistline, we're gonna bring that ball and take it around the neck. Now the tendency here is to move the neck forward. No, I need to reach behind. So behind meaning reaching with the hands and the elbows, with those shoulder circles at the beginning. So we actually created already some mobility in there. Look straight ahead, chin is level to the floor. Good. Now keep that going. I need one spin to the right and one spin to the left without changing the direction of the ball. Just one. Once you get to the center, keep the ball going, but switch the rotation of the body. Now come back to the center and notice how you turn in the ball. Switch the direction of the ball, which feels totally weird.
I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, and then that means that your cerebellum is not calibrated equally on both sides. Neither is mine. One spin to the left and one spin to the right. These are the things when we imbalance between the body. Now keep the ball going, but just spin to the opposite direction. Talking about waking up your brain, right? And then keep the ball going, just stare ahead. Okay, that was tiring. Shake it out.
It's tiring in arms.
Yeah, it is. Shake it out. All right, we're gonna release those shoulders a little bit. So bring both arms to the front, really soft. Elbows are wider than the shoulders. Wrists are soft. And pretend that you're doing a free stroke with your elbows back. It's kind of a little bit of a weird sensation. Move the shoulder blades. So if I turn around, you should be able to see the shoulder blades moving. If the shoulder bugs you, just bring the elbows lower. You still can do that. And then we're gonna go backwards. Yeah. Crack, crack. And let that go. All right. Just give me a little bit of rotation, just as we did at the beginning, so you can let the arms relax. Good. All right. Shake it down. All right. We're going to do a three-dimensional lunge. Left leg is going to be steady. The first step is going to be a medium length front lunge with the right leg. Come on back to the center. A medium length side lunge, which we practiced already, and a medium length back lunge, which we haven't practiced. Left leg is steady. Here we go. Front, chest stays up, side, and back. Now, if you want to advance this, come to the front, catch the balance, side, catch the balance, and back. Catch the balance. Front, balance, side. If the balance is not happening, tap in the center. Just make this your own exercise, whatever is appropriate for your own body today. Today might be the no balance, and then next time it might be a balance. One more. Up. Side. And back. Great. Left leg. Right leg is the steady one. Medium width, medium length, front lunge. Side lunge. And the back lunge. And now I know, do I want to add the balance in the middle? Or do I want to catch in the middle by putting the foot down? You might be doing one thing on one side and another thing on the other side. And that's fine. Ooh. See? Even teachers go out of mind. Actually, much more often than you would think. Here we go, demonstrating all of it. Side, back, we'll do one more. Side, and back. Right, but shake it out. Maybe a single water, maybe not. Okay. I need to find a wall space. Couple of options with the wall exercise. First, hands on the wall, little lower than the shoulders. Fingers turned up. Option one will be doing wall push-ups. If the shoulders are not working well, keep the contact with the floor. Pull the shoulders up, pull the shoulders down. And that might just be your version of shoulder mobility today. Maybe you draw some circles with the shoulder blades while the arms are on the wall. So it's your option. Find your wall plank. Heels has to stay on the floor. If you choose to do the push-ups and you push the elbows out, that is more on the pecs. If you choose to have the funny bones down towards the floor, that's more for the biceps, which I can't remember what it is. So just gonna do what works for me. Scoop the belly button in, and even when if you're doing the push-up and moving forward, keep your heels on the floor. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And if you're doing the shoulder mobility, just soften the elbows, and we practice those elbow circles on the floor, which actually call them elbow circle, but it's more of a shoulder joint mobility. Once you find your weight, let's go to the ball. I hope you have some space where you can bounce that ball. You're gonna bounce the ball and you're gonna spin the body to the right and try to catch the ball. So it usually takes 2 bounces before I can turn around all the way through and catch it. Make sure that you lift the foot off the floor so your foot doesn't get caught and you're not gonna pull your knee or do anything to your ankle or hip. 3 spins to the right and 3 spins to the left. And if you can do it with 1 bounce, that's how it goes. You have to put it harder, you have to kind of toss it harder. But 2 bounces or 3 bounces is still within the scope of what we're doing in here. Good, all right. We have another thing to do. Bounce the ball, 1 spin to the right, catch it. Bounce the ball, 1 spin to the left, catch it. And I need you to repeat that 3 times. So that's 6 spins alternating after each spin. Right. Left. Right. Left. If you have a dog, this is going to be a little challenging.
Yes.
Because the dog is going to think that you actually playing.
I got it.
Once you had all of them, just have the feet hip width apart, look straight ahead, maybe close your eyes to calm down your inner ears and your visual system. All right. Let's go back to the 3 plain lunges. You could stick with the front step, catch, side, catch, back, catch. You could add the balance as we did, or you could add an extra verb with bringing the arms up. Whenever you bring the arms up, you're increasing your heart rate much quicker. If that gets too much, keep the arms, you can bring the arms to the front or out to the side. So let's do the first round, let's just do it as it is. It's a medium front lunge, side, and back. How far do I want to go? Front lunge with the arms up, side lunge with the arms down to the side, and maybe back lunge with the arms up again. Maybe front lunge, arms up, and catch in, side, and catch in, and back, and catch in. See, you have all these options. So you choose front, side, back, front, side, shift the weight, back, one more, front, side, back. Okay, shake it out. Let's just revise the first round. Left leg, medium, left, front, medium, side, medium, look, back. Maybe I add the balance component. Maybe I should not add the balance component. Front, I catch, side, catch, back lunge, catch. Maybe I add the arms. Front with the arms up, side with the arms out, back with the arms up. Maybe I get cocky and I add balance and arms. And keeping the arms up with the catch, out to the side, back into the center, stepping back. Front. I'm going to skip the balance component, just go with the arms. Back. Now, this could be your own rhythm. And if you decide to do the arms and take them to a different direction, that's completely fine. And back. Good. Shake it out. Think about going back to the board. Do I want to do shoulder mobility? Do I want to do my wall push-ups? It's up to you. Find your board plank. And here we go. 10 repetition of whatever you choose to do. Make sure that you breathe. Keep the chin tucked in so the back of the neck can stay long. Keep the heels on the floor and put some weight on the heels. Try not to overload the toes. If you can actually lift the toes, that would be an interesting sensation. Maybe, maybe not. And then shake. All right. We're going back to the tennis ball one more time. Last round. This time, I'm just going to toss the ball and catch it. So this seems easy. Maybe one hand, maybe both hands. And we're going to have to add something to this. We are going to spin with it, but while you toss it, you're going to tap once. Tap once. If one goes really bad, stop. Notice which hand tosses the ball. After you practice about 5 or 6, tossing with that hand, I need you to toss with the other hand. The catching could be with both, maybe with one. That was it for the tennis ball. Let's have the feet about hip width apart. And then bring your left foot in front of the right. if you were standing on a tightrope. So heel to toes, left foot in the front, left toe, left heel touches the right toe. All right, straight line. All toes are facing forward. We're just going to have to stay there. Arms, that's right, me too. Arms out to the side. Keep the arms long. If somebody was pulling those arms out, look straight ahead to the horizon and as one unit, turn your body to the right. Think that you're lengthening the spine, feel the weight shift. Keep the throat over the tailbone, come back to the center. Turn the body to the left. Keep lengthening through the spine. Come back to the center. If this was hard, keep the arms in there. One more round. If this was easy, arms over the head. So the center of gravity is a little center of the, well, the support with the arms become less. Turn the torso back to the center. Turn the torso to the other side. Back to the center. Arms down. Switch the legs. Left foot to the back, right to the front. Right heel touches the left big toe. Organize your body so your throat is directly over the pubic bone. Arms out to the side, long spine if someone was pulling up your ponytail. And then first, left turn. Keep the arms wide. Turn the torso, not the arm, not just the arms. Come back and slowly to the right. Eyes on the horizon. They go slowly, just like the body does. Feel the weight shift. The whole core is working. Center. If this was hot, keep the arms out to the side. If this was easy, arms up like a long roll, like a long log. Turn the body to the left. Think about the breastbone turning. Long spine to the center and to the right. Reach to the fingertips, and come on out. Shake it out. All right, find your war space, and we're going to call it an isometric squat. So I need you to put your booty and your shoulder blades and the back of the neck onto the wall. Make sure that whatever you're pushing your body against is not a door that can open. Look at your feet, have the toes facing forward. Scoop the belly button in, just as we did at the beginning of the sessions. Shoulders away from the ears, chin is level to the floor, look straight ahead. All you're going to do is breathe. Hands could be hanging, they could be right on your quads. Breathe. Don't look, but just feel that the weight is on your foot. Lift your toes away from the floor, so the weight is on the ball of the foot and the heels. Press the big toe joint down, just a little more than everything else. Press the pinky toe joint down. Press the inner heel down, you should feel your quads. Press the outer heel down, to feel your calf muscles. And then now press all four corners of the feet down and lift the toes, spread the toes as much as you can. Double more breath in here and come all the way out. Shake it out. All right. Right leg forward, left leg behind you. Right heel touches the left toes. Arms out to the side. Eyes on the horizon. Turning the entire body to the right. Stay in there and hold. Re-lengthen the spine. Come through the center. Slowly to the left. Ooh. The other way shift. Knees are soft. Hold. Through the center. Hold in the middle. If this was easy, arms overhead. If this was hard, arms stays out for balance. Rotate the entire spine. Think about the corkscrew rotating, right? Hold. Keep your eyes on the horizon. Back to the center. Make it slow. Slow eye movement, slow body movement. Oh. To the left. Hold. Lengthen through the arms, lengthen through the spine, tucking the chin. Back to the center. Hold wherever you are, look straight ahead. Arms down, engage, shake them out. Switch the legs. Left leg forward, left heel to the right big toe. Arms out to the side. Long spine. Starting to the left. Turn the breastbone and the pelvis to the left, reach through the arms. Hold that, 2 seconds. Re-lengthen the spine, come back to the center. Keep lengthening through the spine. Think about that your job is to push the ceiling up to the sky with your head. Turn to the right, hold that. Come through the center. Body and eyes to the center, stabilize. If it was easy, you know what to do, arms up. If it was hard, keep the arms to the side. Corkscrew, the entire body turns to twist to the left, hold. To the center, very slowly. Make it slow, make it even, so it's not segmented, it's not rocky, it's really a smooth swing. To the right, you should feel your butt, hold. Slowly come back to the center, eyes forward, arms reach up for a stretch, and down, shake it down. Back to the wall for one more wall squat. Bring your booty low, bend the knees, just put your booty and the shoulders against the wall. Tuck in the chin. Or then you lift the toes and spread the toes so you can feel them. Scoop the belly button in. Find your big toe joint, press it down. Notice what muscles engage when you press down through the big toe joint. Now put all the weight and press down through the pinky toe joint. Now I have to tell you that on the left pinky toe joint, I'm having a really hard time to find that connection. And that actually means that my left hip is not working that well. The right, both inner heels are pressing down. Both outer heels are pressing down. Now find all 4 quarters of the feet, press them down, toes up and spread, belly in. Shoulders relaxed as much as you can. Breathe. And then slowly come forward again. Shake the legs. Let's get down on the floor for a couple of movements in here. On your back. Bend the knees. Feet about 3 feet apart. Tucking the chin. Arms down by your side. Palms down. Tuck the pelvis under and flatten the low back. Tip the pelvis forward. Arch the low back. One more time. Tip the pelvis back. Flatten the low back. Press down to the hands and start feeling the tailbone off the floor. And then the buttocks, low back, and stay right in there. Notice if the knees are pointing out, bring them towards each other a little bit, and keep tucking the tailbone under. Find your heels and pretend that you're pulling your heels towards your buttocks. That should engage your hamstrings. Scoop the belly button in, keep the arms over the head, palms up, and hold. Keep the chin tucked in, arms are reaching long, tailbone is tucked in. So you have a flat back while you're in your bridge. Keep the arms onto the floor, keep reaching away from the body by lowering the mid back and lower back. Scoop the belly, reach that tailbone long away from the belly button, and the button comes down. Bring the arms down by your side. Bring the legs a tiny bit closer to your buttocks. Press down through the heels, keep the pelvis back. Stop lifting the tailbone, buttocks, low back, upper mid back. Put your hands on the booty and give it a little boost upwards. Then tuck the tailbone under. Arms over the head, palms up, tucking the chin, and squeeze both heels towards the buttocks. Notice how your glutes got engaged. Can you keep pulling the heels towards your buttocks, but unsqueeze the glutes? Breathe. And then slowly release the body while you're reaching with the arms away from the shoulders. Bring the arms out to the side, turn the palms up. You can breathe windshield wipers. So, well, not very slow, more like an even rhythm. Come back to the center and roll onto your back. Bring the forearms on the floor and place the forehand onto the floor. Bend your knees. Point your toes up to the ceiling like a ballerina and give me 3 windshield wipers. Come back to the center with the legs. Flex the foot and ankle. Heel points up to the ceiling. Give me 3 windshield wipers. Come back to the center, straighten the legs. Pull your hands under the shoulders and push yourself up to all fours. Find a neutral spine. Place your right hand to the right ear. With your inhale, twist the spine up to the ceiling. Rotate upwards, look up. With your exhale, twist the spine down. Bring the right elbow to the left thumb. Inhale, open up the spine. Rotate up. Exhale, down to the opposing thumb. One more time. Open up slowly. Exhale, bring it down. Switch the arms, right arm on the floor, left fingertips to the left ear. Try to initiate the movement from the spine, not swinging the elbow up. Inhale, look up. This feels different than the other side. Exhale, elbow to the right thumb. Inhale up, keep the long spine, look up. Exhale, twist down. One more time. And exhale. Twist down. Both hands onto the floor, widen the knees and sit back in child's pose. Take a deep breath in here. If the shoulders are down, you can bring the arms down by the side and just keep them in there. Then give me a twist to the left, carrying the right arm under the left armpit, looking to the left. Bring the breath in there. Come to the center, twist to the other side. Back to the center, 3 more breaths. And then slowly come on all the way up. Well, cool. Everyone is still alive.